SE456, Sprint 3, Nicholas Regano. So, first things first, our Sprite manager, we had to rename Sprite to Sprite Game and Sprite Box. As you can see, I did that here. Both inherit from Sprite Base, and that base class just has the render and update contracts. And that Sprite Base is going to ultimately be what our Sprite nodes actually hold a reference to. And we can just go and take a look at the Sprite Batch Manager real quick because that kind of relates to all that. So here we have our Batch Manager. Pretty much everything up here is as it has always been. We have a Sprite Batch and that holds its own Sprite Node Manager. So the Sprite Node Manager is not a singleton like most of our other managers, so that it can be, I guess, instanced multiple times. If we take a quick trip over to our game file here, we can see that we create all the managers just like normal with our new batch manager here. And then here we're adding our boxes to the box manager, and then we create a batch that's priority 75. I've chosen that higher priority is drawn further back on the screen, so drawn, I guess, first. Um, we attach all those boxes, and we do the same for the birds, the ghosts, and the miscellaneous, which is the pea shooter, the flying bird, the running woman, and the skeleton. And we'll attach those as well, all with their own unique priority. The birds have a kind of dynamic priority, so we attach those. This is 20. This is set to 20 to begin with. And then when we go and update, I've chosen to basically just have everything run off of the running figure. So if we take a look, the priorities of the batches will change whenever this running figure here touches either side of the screen. You'll see real quick, and she's going in front and then behind. See, she's in front of the ghosts. Excellent. The reason she goes behind the ghosts, but in front of some of the other items, is just where their priorities happen to be set. So I didn't have them going to either extreme. They're kind of weaving in and out of all the figures. And then that should cover showing the 4 different nodes, 4 different batches on the batch manager, as well as the priority. And that batch manager is also, as I have shown, able to hold boxes or game sprites. And if we go into the sprite batch manager, we can see that when we add it, we're just adding by batches. And it's essentially just calling down to the base, going around this whole little diagram over to the D-Link manager to actually do all the insertions, and it's just an insert before. This doesn't have to worry about the priority, which is kind of nice how I set that up. So the insert function is there for all to use in the future, while the priority and dealing with all that, where to actually insert it, is actually done in the Sprite Batch Manager itself. If we go into Sprite Batch, we can see that just like I asked that question on Piazza, we just overloaded attach to take Sprite Game or Sprite Box types. And those Sprite Game or Sprite Box types inherit from Sprite Base. So that allows the Sprite node, which, let's see if I had it open. I didn't, my bad. Sprite node just holds a pointer to a Sprite base. So it doesn't really care what it does, what it's holding on to. All right, thanks.